Ma'am, we are going live.
Okay.
In few seconds, we are going live. And we are live.
So good afternoon to everyone. First of all, our sincere apologies to everyone for starting the webinar late. There were some technical issues and hence the delay. So now we are all here and let's start the webinar. Hope you are all safe, sound and in good health. We welcome everyone to the webinar. First, let's talk about the agenda for today's webinar. We will be covering a lot of topics which will include a perspective to the PGDM programs offered. We look at the campus life at IMT, which includes the various clubs and committees as well. We will also try to find answers to certain questions such as, what is IMT looking for in a potential aspirant? Or what are the skill sets needed to pursue a PGDM program? We'll discuss about the IMT Common Admissions process 2023. And last but not the least, we'll open the floor for Q&A for the interested participants. We have gathered here among us 4 eminent panelists from IMT who will take us through today's agenda. So first, now let me introduce our panelists. First, I would like to introduce Ms. Ishita Kundu. Ms. Kundu is the head of marketing and admissions at IMT, taking care of all marketing initiatives for the brand IMT and monitoring the admissions process for all campuses of IMT, Ghaziabad, Nagpur, and Hyderabad. Armed with an MBA from Hult International Business School, she has been an integral part of IMT since 2012, prior to which she had worked in various companies in the education sector, including IMS and the Princeton Review. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Harvinder Singh. Dr. Harvinder Singh is the admissions chairperson for the IMT Ghaziabad campus and a professor in the marketing department area. He has been a part of the education fraternity for 23 plus years. He has taught as visiting faculty at International Business School in Spain, Israel, and UAE. His book, Mall Management, Operating in Indian Retail Space, published by McGraw-Hill, is a widely used book on this theme in India. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Mahesh Ramalingam. He is an associate professor in the Analytics and IT department at the Institute of Management Technology, Hyderabad. He holds a PhD in management from the University of Hyderabad. He teaches machine learning algorithm, big data analytics, business intelligence using SAS, visual analytics, blockchain for managers, programming for data science, data analysis for decision making, and business research methods. His primary areas of research interest are service research, consumer behavior, NLP, machine learning, and big data. Last but not the least, I would like to introduce Dr. Sayan Banerjee. Dr. Sayan Banerjee is Associate Professor, Area Chairperson of Economics, Chairperson of Admissions and Grant Promotion, and Admissions Chairperson for IMT Nagpur campus. He has more than 19 years of teaching, research, and consultancy experience. He teaches subjects of macroeconomics principles and policies, industrial economics and competitive strategy, and business environment to the graduate students. Now I would like to invite Ms. Ishita Kundu to share some valuable words with us.
Thank you, Shortlisting. Thank you for the warm introduction today. A very good evening to the aspirants. We are very sorry that we had started late, and in case you cannot see us live today, anyways, this video will be put up on YouTube. The reason being there is some technical glitch happening on YouTube's end, because of which we are unable to stream this live. But we will continue with this session, and whoever can see it live very well, and whoever cannot, definitely you can watch it on recording after this session gets over. So thank you, and thank you for attending this session. As you are aware, we have just started with our common application process of 2023, with the applications being live on 5th of September 2022 and to close on 25th of November 2022. With this, we start the formal application process for full-time 2-year PGDM programs at IMT Ghaziabad, IMT Nagpur, IMT Hyderabad, and the 1-year MBA program at IMT Dubai. As you all know, it's a common application process. And around this time, we also start with what we call the IMT Connect series. And this year it's IMT Connect series 2022-2023, where we will give you a lot of information about the programs, about the faculty, about the students, about the alumni, about our industry engagements, placements, international tie-ups, so on and so forth. So this is the first session today, and I'm joined with our esteemed panelists today, and we will take you through the admissions process of 2023. We will also give you a glimpse of each campus, in which each campus chairperson will talk to you about the program, the specializations offered, the tie-ups we have with the industry, the international engagements that we do, the internships and placement stats. Along with that, I will also take you through the admissions process at IMT Common Admissions, what IMT is looking for in an aspirant, what are the skills, what are the qualities, what are the achievements that a student requires to have in case a student wishes to apply and also be selected for one of IMT's campuses, the criteria for selection, and the way in which you can go about choosing IMT as your dream B school. So that is kind of the agenda. And also we will take up some questions if there are questions in the end, and if some of you are hearing us live today. So as you all know, IMT was set up in 1980. So it is a 42-year-old business school now. So it has a very, very strong brand presence in the market. It is a pioneer in offering management education. Our management is marred with technology. It is in our name, IMT, Institute of Management Technology. And we were very well aware of the fact much ahead of time. And now, as you know, technology has seeped through every area of our life and every area of our education. So whether you choose a specialty in specialty in marketing, a specialty in operations, or supply chain, or finance, technology is going to be a very, very strong player and has a strong role in any subject or any career that you choose. So all our courses are very, very aligned to technology, whether it is not specific to data analytics or blockchain. Each and every program that IMT offers has a very, very huge technical know-how. So IMT also has smart campuses, state-of-art campuses with modern facilities, be it classroom, be it hostel facilities, be it boarding and lodging, be it the connects, that industry connects we had, be anything. So IMT has very modern, ultra-modern, smart campuses in Ghaziabad, Nagpur, Hyderabad, as well as Dubai, and also has very strong international connect, Indian faculty as well as foreign faculty teaching us in teaching the students in most of the programs. So in that way, it is a very, very global business school. As I told you guys earlier, IMT has a legacy of 40 plus years. We are a 42-year-old institute now. So the brand is very well established in the market. And that legacy translates to us having, sorry, let me take this back. So, sorry, let me just share the screen again. Yeah, sorry. So it translates to a very strong legacy, which means our alumni base is very strong. We have 2,000 plus C-suite alumni who are CEOs, CFOs, and spread across the globe, CMOs, etc. It also means that students have access to alumni spread across the globe, which gives them very good networks. And that is one of the primary reasons any potential B school aspirant comes to a business school, to gain that connect, whether with its peers, whether with their seniors. So that kind of connect and that kind of alumni base is present at IMT. Legacy also means that you have very, very high quality pedagogy and teaching methodologies, very highly evolved, very market oriented. So candidates get a lot of exposure to these kind of programs and top class pedagogy. We are a leader in the B school space. We are ranked consistently, so I don't have to harp on it too much, but all of the aspirants are aware that we are a very, very well-known brand in the market, among the top 10, 15 B schools in the country. As I earlier said, our pedagogy has very strong industry collaborations. We collaborate very deeply with industry stewards, with our alumni who are placed in the industry, and get a lot of feedback from them, and then draw the pedagogy and the curriculum for the students. So it is very, very industry facing, and it's very practice driven. Our campuses are very strategically located. Ghaziabad, located in Delhi NCR, which means that it is the hub of corporate world. A lot of corporates and international MNCs have headquarters in Gurgaon or in Delhi NCR, obviously Noida as well. Hyderabad is the IT capital of India, so there are a lot of IT facing, IT services, IT products companies and other companies which are present in Hyderabad, which makes it a very, very strategic location. Nagpur is very close to Mumbai, and Mumbai, as you know, is the financial capital of India. So from there, we get access to a lot of financial and other companies coming to recruit our students. And also the international campus in Dubai. It's a world-class city, Dubai, which is, very close to both Europe and Asia. So we have a very, very world-class infrastructure and location in Dubai as well. So I would now hand it over to Professor Harvinder, who would give us a bit of insight specifically about IMT Ghaziabad and take you through the campus. Over to you, Professor.
Thanks, Ms. Kundu. Can we have the presentation in PPT mode? Okay. Very good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure interacting with you on this platform. I represent the first campus of IMT family, IMT Ghaziabad. And you all know, established in 1980, this campus has more than 40 years of legacy. So if you start counting the institutions in India, management, business schools in India that have more than 40 years of existence, you can count them on fingers. In terms of our reputation, we have consistently maintained our position among India's top business schools in various rankings and ratings. And a particular symbol of our quality is our accreditation. In fact, we have India's highest accreditation body, NBA, giving us the topmost rating. South Asian Quality Systems has rated us highly. On top of it, we have the world's strongest international accreditation called AACSP. In fact, we got that way back in 2016, and last year, AACSP was glad to extend it for another 5 years. So yes, we are globally acknowledged. So the degree that students of IMT carry is recognized globally, being accredited by AACSP. As Ms. Kundu was talking about the network IMT has a network of thousands of alumni. And see, having alumni is one thing, but the impact of 40 years legacy is some of our alumni, in fact, more than 2,000 of them are at top positions in the industry. So actually you share a legacy, a brand with more than 2,000 CMOs, CEOs, CTOs, and CFOs. That's actually a huge advantage. I'll talk to you in detail about some of the illustrious alumni of IMT Ghaziabad. It's a big plus for anyone who wishes to aspire for IMT Ghaziabad. As mentioned, indicated earlier, we are a business school, Indian business school with global orientation, in the sense that we have a very strong network of more than 53 international partners. In fact, if I may say, we have international partners in every continent of the world except for Antarctica. So yes, we have partners in Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Australia. So what we do is, apart from giving academic, industry-centric academic inputs in our campus, we also facilitate exchange to international campuses. So there's a formal procedure for that. One has to qualify for that. Our partners give their requirement. We follow a certain process, and then selected students are eligible to spend one term in our partner business schools. But the crux of being in IMT Ghaziabad is the strong pedagogy. If I may talk about the industry, the faculty body at IMT Ghaziabad, we have faculty members who come from the best institutions in India and the world. Apart from that, we have faculty members who have spent considerable time, maybe a couple of decades in the industry, and then they make a switch to the academia. In addition, most faculty members in IMT Ghaziabad are engaged in MDP's training and consulting. So it means whosoever interacts with you in an IMT Ghaziabad classroom is someone who's aware of what is happening around in the industry. So the inputs, the so-called academic inputs in IMT Ghaziabad are not academic per se. And of course, we are champions of case method of learning. And again, one more point of distinction compared to many other business schools that you must have heard of. In IMT Ghaziabad, some of our faculty colleagues are wonderful case writers. In fact, you will see case studies written by IMT Ghaziabad published in all possible global platforms. So you go to Harvard Business School Publishing and look for cases. Chances are you'll come across cases written by IMT Ghaziabad faculty. Then, of course, the inputs are pretty industry-centric. We actually invite a number of industry practitioners for delivering some courses. Then live projects are part of many courses in IMT Ghaziabad. And in fact, even the academic projects assigned to students by faculty members are not academic per se. They relate to real problems and real situations. Now, having talked about all this, let us accept that learning does not happen in a classroom alone. So yes, a lot of happening happens outside. IMT creates such events and platforms where students get to interact with industry. When we talk about business school competitions or case study competitions, IMT Ghaziabad is one of the most leading names in business competitions and case study competitions. Our students every year register their presence and win accolades in top competitions, case study competitions across India. So yes, IMT Ghaziabad students are known for this. And yes, number of events, number of activities, industry inputs, industry interactions, events, competitions, and the curriculum, which is regularly revised. For example, if I may give you a hint about the contents in marketing, normally colleges have a elective in digital marketing. We have electives in mobile marketing. We have electives in social media marketing. So we understand where industry is moving into, and we accordingly prepare our curriculum accordingly. Next slide, please. Yes. So we have talked about rankings. Some of the recent rankings are we are fourth best private business school as per Business World. Business Today ranked as fifth. CSR GHRDC ranked as second, and India Today ranked as fifth among private B schools in India. And as mentioned earlier, we are an AICTE approved institution. NB has given us top ranking. SACS acknowledges us, and on top of it, we have the stamp of AACSP on our 2-year PGDM certification. Next slide, please. In terms of the programs we offer, so 2-year programs of IMT Ghaziabad can be basketed into 5 domains. So we have a PGDM full-time in which students have the flexibility of picking up any specialization. Then we have a PGDM marketing program, which is similar to PGDM full-time. The only condition being you can specialize in marketing per se. Then PGDM finance is another program where you have the option of specializing in finance only. PGDM dual country program is a unique program. I think more details will come from Ms. Kundu, in which you spend 1 year here, 1 year abroad in our Dubai campus, and you have the option of picking from one of the 3 super specializations. And we have a very unique sectoral program in banking and finance, looking at the huge demand for management professionals coming from banking and financial services sector. In addition to the major specialization, because IMT curriculum also permits students to select electives from going beyond their chosen specialization. So they can pick tracks in marketing, finance, human resource management, information systems management, business analytics, strategy, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and economic environment and policy. So yes, we basically offer multidisciplinary programs where domain knowledge and technical knowledge are embedded to give you a complete holistic development orientation. Like most business schools, students do their electives in second year, but interestingly, in IMT Ghaziabad, we give you a flavor of specialization within first year, term 3. So students actually decide their specialization in term 3, do some courses before they go to summer internship, and then complete their specialization in the second year. So they are much better prepared for summer internship in terms of role clarity compared to students from other business schools. And yes, when it comes to teaching, it's not lecture alone. Teaching happens, learning happens in classroom through simulations and field-based courses. Next slide, please. As I mentioned earlier, I want to give you a flavor of some of the illustrious alumni. So Mr. Neelendra Singh, working for Adidas, Mr. Sanjay Mishra, and then Mr. Sumit Narang and Ms. Rupinder Kochar. And then only 4 names to mention on the slide. We can't have 2,000 names and snaps on a single slide. Apart from that, IMT is playing big on entrepreneurship also. We have more than 400 entrepreneurs who passed out of IMT Ghaziabad and made their career. A bit about our dual country program. As I mentioned earlier, 1 year in India, 1 year abroad in Dubai. And DCP program offers 3 unique specializations, super specialization tracks. One is advanced quantitative finance, second is international trade and logistics, and third is international business and marketing. I mentioned that a lot of demand in the market is from banking and financial services sector. Looking at that demand, we actually created a program, specialized program on PGDM BFS, and we designed that program in collaboration with Vlerick Business School, Belgium. It is an AICTE approved program, but in collaboration with a top European business school. And the response of market has been amazing. Of course, about 59-60% students have been picked up by banking and financial services, but consulting and ITES companies have also shown interest in selecting, recruiting students from this program. Overall, we are a diverse campus. Diversity is the core of life. And one element of diversity that I want to highlight in this slide is the gender diversity. IMT has been consciously trying to encourage more and more female students to be a part of its batch. And as a result, to ensure this, we actually offer a very handsome scholarship, substantial scholarship to female students. More details will be shared with you by the admissions office. Placements, the career part. Last year, IMT broke all records, and we had a 23% hike in average CTC. We crossed 15 lakh, average package crossed 15 lakh per annum. In fact, the highest CTC was doubled, more than 60 lakhs. And if you look at top 10%, if you happen to be in top 10% students last year, you would be earning close to 24 lakhs per annum. If you are in top 20% of the batch, you will still be getting around 22 lakhs, 21 lakh 80,000. And look at the logos of the companies. It's a list of nearly 150 brands. We can't have all of them. So it's a sample snapshot of a few prominent names covering almost all prominent sectors of Indian economy. Next. So it's over to Professor Sayan Banerjee to talk about IMT Nagpur. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And very good evening to everyone who is attending this particular session. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the second campus of Institute of Management Technology, which is located in Nagpur. As you can see in the photograph itself, that this is a huge campus spread over 33 acres of land with a lot of greenery. It's located in the heart of the country. You might know that there is some place called 0 Mile in Nagpur, which essentially represent equal distance to all the 4 extreme corners of India. So whether it is Kashmir, Kanyakumari, Kutch, or Assam, right? So this is another plus of the second campus of IMT Group, IMT Nagpur campus, is that we are located in a way that makes the campus and all the facilities that the campus has to offer, not just to the student, but also to the corporate, to the larger society, equally accessible to different parts of the country. So we are in this business for last almost 20 years now, 18 years plus our establishment. And we continue the legacy, the philosophy, the ideology, and the value system that the IMT Group holds very dear to itself. Next slide, please. Now, if you look at the rankings and the accreditation, they tell you a lot about the quality of education that you receive in this particular campus. Our campus, the program, the courses, the delivery is in alignment with the industry need and the changing face of the industry. We keep innovating, we keep inventing, we keep adding to the kitty of the choices that a student has in their specialization, in the courses and all these things. Just to give you a hint, last year we introduced 2 interesting courses. One was the development process of digital product. And how we have done product development as a course in marketing management in many of the B school, it's there. But how is a digital product developed? I wonder if there are many B schools that can tell you about that. I want to also introduce a course on the consultancy industry and the requirement of consultancy industry in terms of the report writing. How do you write a report in consultancy industry? As a consultant, what do you do? It is just to give you an example. We keep adding, we keep innovating, whether it is in terms of compulsory courses, elective courses, we are there. And as you can see that some of the very reputed ranking magazines and journals and papers have put us in the very top categories of B schools, and these are some of them. As far as accreditation is concerned, yes, just like our original campus, Ghaziabad, Nagpur also has a series of accreditation that is a testimony of the quality of the education, the academic process, which is based on industry relevance, industry participation, and keeping in mind that our students are industry ready. They have the skills that the changing face of business and economy requires. So whether it is AICTE or National Board of Accreditation, or it is SACS, which is of accreditation provided by AMDISA, we have it all. And just last month, we received our equivalence certification from the AIU, All India Association of Universities. That makes our PGDM program equivalent of MBA. So even if you are going to undergo a diploma program, but all the benefits of a degree program, that is, if you wish to go for higher study, especially in PhD, or if there are some jobs that require you to have a master's degree and not just diploma, you can use this diploma as an equivalent of degree program, and you can pursue your career further, whether in academics or in certain particular kind of jobs where you need MBA. Next slide, please. We offer 3 distinct programs, and all of which I have just mentioned to you are being granted equivalence by All India University Association. So first is the PGDM. Many places you might see that as PGDM full times. Some places you might see it as PGDM core. Sometimes it is just PGDM, but the official program title is that of PGDM. The second one is PGDM in financial management, and the third one is in PGDM marketing management. Now, these 3 programs have been offered by our institute from a different timeline. That's basically the main difference. Is we started with PGDM program, and then we introduce our PGDM marketing, and finally the PGDM financial management. And that's how we have 3 different programs that caters to the different needs of the students and the industry. Though you must remember that as far as the accreditations and all these rankings are concerned, it is not program specific, it is institute specific, and therefore all of them have the same benefits, whether it is the accreditation or the equivalence. Next, please. Now, as far as your specializations are concerned, as you can see that there are 6 broad areas in which you can opt for your specialization in the second year of the program. I would like to elaborate a little bit about the choice of specialization that are open to you. We have a system of dual specialization, single specialization, and specializations in major and minor areas. Dual specialization allows you to choose 2 areas out of all the 6 and do specialization in both the areas and keep your options as far as your career options, your placement, etc. is concerned, open for 2 very diverse areas of specialization. You may choose finance as one and BA and IT as the second. So you are looking at IT related job, you are looking at finance related job, you are looking at fintech jobs. It's up to you, right? On the other hand, when I'm talking about single specialization, some of you who are very focused and very clear about which area you wish to build your career in, because you come with certain years of experience in certain functional areas and you know that this is your forte and you do better if you stick to it, then you have an option of choosing only one. You don't have to go for 2 compulsorily. You can choose for any one of the 6 and then specialize in it. And another, the major and the minor, is you can choose to do specialization in more than one areas. However, in one of the 2 areas, you focus more, as in you opt for more number of electives in that area, and the other area you keep it as your second option, and therefore you would have less number, just 1 or 2 less elective courses. So you again have 2 specializations, but not really a dual one, a major and a minor. This essentially talks about our teaching and program innovations, the flexibility we offer, and the choices that remain open to you. In fact, in the first year itself, in the 3rd trimester of the program, we give you an option to choose some of the courses as flexi-core courses. The flexi-core are part of the core courses, but they are flexible in a sense that if you are in PGDM, you may opt for it, may not opt for it. But if you are in PGDM marketing, you have to opt for it. And again, in finance, PGDM financial management, it becomes a matter of choice whether you want to opt for it or not. Similarly, there are some courses that are compulsory for PGDM financial management, but not for PGDM marketing or PGDM program or PGDM core. You would understand all of this as we would have more and more interaction with you in our other seminars, other webinars, phone calls, FAQs, etc. All I'm trying to highlight is that this is a B school that lets you choose, pick and choose, build your own portfolio of the courses, and you align the learning process the way you want it. We just do not impose a very structured, rigid system on you. And this probably would be one of our USPs. A lot of flexibility, a lot of innovation, a lot of new ideas, a lot of scope for new ways of learning. Next slide, please. Now, one of the reasons that why placements are highlighted in any kind of B schools and their presentations on why you should choose that B school, etc., is the placement. And the placement is a testimony of the acceptability of the graduate student as employees of different and varied organizations. So before you focus on the left-hand side of the placement slide, I would request you to look at the right-hand side of it and just see the varied kind of organizations, varied kind of businesses, institutes, corporations that come to IMT Nagpur and recruit students, whether it is in terms of manufacturing, whether it is consultancy, whether it is IT, fintech, you name it, and you find a company that's there to recruit. That is a testimony of how well spread the choice is for the students to choose their academic portfolio and keep their options open for varied kind of organization. As far as the placement for the last batch is concerned, that is the batch that graduated in 22, you would see that our highest package has been more than 22. It is 23.57 lakhs. Our average has been 10 lakhs, and the top 50 percentile has ended with almost 10 lakhs. And if you are in the top 10 percentage, you would be in almost 15 lakhs or roundabout that. I would also like to inform something here, which is not on the slide, but it is essential that you know that our placement process for the next batch, that is the batch of 21-23, has already started. I'm happy to inform just 1 month's time, and we have been able to place almost 63-64% of our students. The numbers are encouraging. The average has gone up. So also the median value, they are higher than this year. There are some big names that are still lined up, and probably the next webinar that happens, maybe in a month or so, we will be able to place almost all of them. And instead of a 22 batch highlights, I will be able to share with you the latest batch that is still not completed their graduation. They're still in the final year, but they would all be placed. And I will give you data, facts, and figures that would be even better than this one. Next slide, please. So with this, I end my part of the presentation, and I invite the admission chairperson for Hyderabad to please take over. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening to everyone. Thanks, Professor Sayan and Harvinder Singh. They made my presentation much easier. most of the points they have already covered. So I just explain whatever very much specific to IMT Hyderabad. So IMT Hyderabad was established in 2011, and we have the 30 years of a lush green campus in Hyderabad, which is very beautiful. And I'll also give you some of the ranking agency about IMT Hyderabad. We have been ranked one by CSR GHRCD as a private number one private business school in Telangana, and ninth position in among 55 private business school in South India by the Business World, and EW ranked as 14 for the among top 100 Indian private schools, and Career 360 ranked as 23 as the among top private business school. And in the NIRF ranking, we were ranked as 75. And we also ensured the quality of education by the various accreditation agency. And we are accredited by AICTE as other campuses like Ghaziabad and Nagpur. We are also accredited by SARC and NBA, and we are the member of AACSB, and we are also accredited by AMDISA. These ensure the quality of education is on par with the like top premium business schools, and even in fact we are competing with the global business school. Next slide, please. Yeah. No, yeah. We offer three PGDM programs: PGDM General, PGDM Marketing, PGDM Finance. And as Professor Sain said, again, as per se, they are like general. But by choosing whether PGDM General, Marketing, or Finance, it doesn't mean that they need to stick into that, and they will be given enough opportunity to like specialized in multiple other domains as well. So even a PGDM finance students can be a minor into marketing or even analytics or HR operations or supply chain. So likewise, the students will have a freedom to choose a specialization. So they are just for program we are offering. If you wanted to be specialized in PGDM finance or marketing or PGDM general, you can choose any one of the programs. Next slide, please. Yeah. IMT Hyderabad, again, we offer bunches of electives. Again, like here also we have the option of taking a major or minor from the various functional areas. We offer the specialization in general management, human resource management, marketing, analytics and information technology, finance and accounting, operations management. Like we call it as a cafeteria approach. Students can choose their specialization in the second year. After listening to the first year, they can decide. Sometimes students might have kind of a reservation or maybe no clarity in terms of choosing their specialization. So based on the orientation, and even student consult the faculty and the industry practitioner to decide where they can be specialized in, whether it can be a major or minor or dual specialization. So all these things can be accommodated in the end of the first year, and then they can be specialized in the particular area of domain in the second year. Next slide, please. Yeah. Hyderabad has a huge locational advantage. I already, Ishita also explained about the locational advantage of Hyderabad. And we are the very recent report says like Hyderabad is ranked as a third best green city in the world. And it is a very beautiful city. And Hyderabad is hub for many criteria, like many pharma companies and healthcare companies are located in Hyderabad. And even the healthcare facilities or the research in pharmaceutical industries are very good in Hyderabad. And even government of India also started with a lot of startups and innovations in collaboration with the IIT, triple IITs, and many government and private industries put together. They are encouraging the innovation in the Hyderabad, and they are also giving a lot of opportunities for the startups. And as everyone knows that Hyderabad is known for IT and IT's hub for all over India. So these are all the locational advantages we have. Next slide, please. Yeah. Hyderabad, IMT Hyderabad has a lot of program highlights. Here we give one-to-one mentoring by the industry leader. Each of the students will get, based on their specialization, we try to rope in the industry specialist to give their one-to-one industry, one-to-one mentoring by the industry leader as well as by the faculty. We do have a global immersion program where we associate with a lot of events like student exchange program from student and the faculty exchange program and research collaboration. A lot of things we encourage, and even the industry players and renowned academicians also interact with the our students. So this we take it in the global immersion, and we also offer the industry guided courses. Almost all the courses in IMT Hyderabad are co-designed by the industry expert in the particular area. And we also make sure that at least 20% of the courses are delivered by the practitioner. Name it any course, almost 20 to 25% of the courses taught by the industry expert in that particular domain. And we do encourage a lot of hands-on workshop in the emerging areas like analytics and leadership and supply chain. We also make sure some of the courses through workshop mode, through the experiential learning, we offer them. And we do conduct a distinguished speaker series. Again, the industry leader from the prominent companies, the CEOs, CFOs, we bring them to the campus and we understand what is the requirements from the corporate side. And we try to bridge the gap between, we try to minimize the gap between industry and the academia. There are even few more points there. Can you move on? Yeah. Yeah, we do have the industry immersion program. Through that, we offer the internship for the students, and almost most of our recruiters come for the industry internship program, and most of them are highly they get the huge stipend for it, and they get the experiential learning and whatever the domain area they wanted to be expert in, and they are getting the they ensure that they are getting the proper exposure through the industrial internship visit. And we do conduct a lot of social immersion program. Here we try to, it is again our responsibility to serve the society, and all our students are associated with the some of the welfare programs nearby the community. And we also conduct a mini training program, and then our students are helping the many NGOs in terms of live projects, or even we are also training school children nearby the surrounding villages, and we bring them to the campus and we educate them, and we also guide them in terms of how they can develop in their career, and many more activities like different communities like disabled people, even LGBT community. So we are kind of giving in terms of support and then guidance for the nearby our community and then the society. And we do have a lot of globalization certificate where the IMT Hyderabad sponsor them through many online medium. We encourage students to go through the online certifications, and we also get the lot of contemporary domain input from the industry as well as the academia. These are all the some of the highlights of IMT Hyderabad. Next slide. Yeah, placement status again. This almost IMT Hyderabad is really doing a great placement. You can see that the left side of the slide, almost 31.47%. There is a hike in compared to the previous year placement. And this year again, we are doing a pretty decent job in the placement. Even I also compared the current year placement data and the last year data. You can see here, last year almost the 21-23 batch, the top 10% average package is 90.5 LPA, and top 20% average package is 16.9, and overall average package is 13.7, and the highest package is 25 lakhs. So this indicates almost we are going in a great way ahead of compared to last year. And not only that, and as of now, more than 60+ percentage of placements are already over, and we are also almost there are many good companies are lined up, and we are expecting mostly next year or next month or next to next month we will be completing almost the entire placement process. And you can see in the right side we have almost all the prominent companies are visiting our campuses for the placement, and this list is like an indicative list. Beyond this, whatever names are mentioned here, we do have many more good companies in the pipeline as well as they are recruiting us. So these are all some of the placement data. Can you move on? Yeah, international partnership. We have, as I earlier mentioned, that we have almost 25 foreign universities. We have partnership with the almost 25 foreign universities from North America, Africa, Australia, Asia, Europe. Here we do many collaborations. One is a student exchange program, and based on the multiple criteria, students would be selected, and they would be doing one course in the partnering universities in the abroad. And even there is a faculty exchange program also happen through the international relationship. And even we also bring the faculty, and our faculty go and teach there and do the collaborative research. All these things are happening through the international partnership. Move on. Yeah, another important point, apart from the, apart from the academics, we also encourages co-curricular activities among the students community. There are various clubs and committees are there based on their personal interest. The students can associate with multiple clubs and committees, and they can specialize, or maybe they can also develop their extracurricular activities through clubs and committees. And we do celebrate all the festivals, almost all kind of religion and regional festivals in our campus. You can see that we have a very beautiful and colorful nights at IMT Hyderabad. So that's all from my side. Next, I move on to Ishita Kundu. So she will be continuing the rest of the presentation.
Thank you, Professor Mahesh, and thank you all the campus chairpersons for their insight in the respective campuses. I will now take you through a little bit of idea about our international campus at IMT Dubai, specifically for students who are looking for a shorter duration MBA program. A lot of you may be work experience students who have more than 2 years of work experience, who are keen to study abroad, who are keen to have a shorter duration program so that they can get back to workforce faster. So we have an excellent program at IMT Dubai, specifically for students who have 2 years plus work experience, and it is a fast track 1-year MBA program, and it is an MBA program, the degree which it is a degree and not a diploma program. And the beauty of the program is that you can work while you pursue an MBA, with the MBA being full-time, not part-time, which means that effectively from your second semester, you can get a job, which we call an internship, a paid internship, with the help of our campus placement team. And within the duration of the 1 year, you can work as well as you can complete your MBA. So which means effectively half of the cost of your MBA you can earn during that 1 year, and you can pay it off. So in that sense, the MBA will be cheaper. You will have a degree at the end of 1 year, and you will be quickly placed in the industry. Dubai, as you know, has very, very good job opportunities. Now with the Expo Dubai coming up, a lot of companies are investing in Dubai. With the war in Ukraine, there is a lot of interest, renewed interest in Middle East for oil and for other energy needs, because of which there's a lot of job opportunities coming to Dubai. And because of that, I think if a candidate is interested to study abroad, interested to explore options outside of India, interested to earn a quick MBA within a year and also earn back during the MBA, the IMT Dubai MBA program is an excellent option. So why? As I told you, it is an accredited program. So it is one of the very few programs in the Middle East which is accredited by the government of UAE, which is the Ministry of Education, which will give you a higher validity of the degree, which means that you can, the degree is recognized across the world, because just like AICT or UGC in India, the Ministry of Education in UAE accredits this degree. So now there's a lot of faculty also in Dubai, which is foreign faculty, which is teaching there. There's a lot of domestic faculty teaching, Indian faculty teaching. So you will learn from the best of both worlds. You will also learn from Indian faculty as well as foreign faculty. As I told you, the ROI is great because you spend about AED 85,000 85,000 AED for the program, but a lot of it is you can earn back doing your internship within the MBA, during your MBA program. And we have flexibility in classes depending on the students' work schedules. Obviously, it cannot be customized per student, but we definitely kind of work around students' schedule, a group of students' schedule, and impart them education so that they can also work as well as complete their MBA program. And there's, as I told you, within our placement office, we will provide you an employment opportunity and internship opportunity. And after you complete your MBA, we will also help you look for a job in the UAE region. And the curriculum is obviously, since it's MOE accredited, it is an international curriculum and it's a very high quality curriculum, because MOE in Dubai requires a very high degree and a very high quality of program to be imparted to the students. These are the things I told you. The MBA is accredited by the Ministry of Education. It's a one-year MBA program, and it's appropriate for those students who want to be global managers, who want to have international careers, and it is a gateway to go abroad and make your career and make your life abroad. So the program also has specializations in operations, finance, marketing, entrepreneurship, digital business. The program specializations are very well tuned to the market in the Middle East, what kind of job opportunities are available. There's a constant collaboration with industry to understand what kind of skills they are looking for while devising the specialization programs. And the curriculum is very industry oriented. Also, you will have access to the IMT entire alumni data because you're a part of the IMT family. And also there is a lot of out of classroom sessions and workshops, and the since it's our own campus in Dubai, the campus life is also excellent. We provide living facilities there, so you stay inside the campus. There are a lot of students who come there, whether be the Well Country program students who spend a year in Dubai. There's a lot of foreign students who come to spend a term in the IMT campus. So you will have a lot of students and a very vibrant campus life. And as you can see, the placements are also good for 1 year. The average CTC is AED 7500 a month. So this is a month's salary what we are talking about, and the highest has gone to 11,000 AED or 2,20,000 rupees a month, because these figures are in month, unlike the Indian campuses figure, which are per year. And obviously they are tax-free. Dubai salary is tax-free. Some of the companies which have come from all sectors, you find technology companies coming in, you find manufacturing, you find supply chain companies coming in, marketing roles coming in. So all different kind of companies and roles also recruit students for the 1 year program. So I think some of the chairpersons talked about our international partners. Specifically, we talked about that we have 53 international partners in Ghaziabad, 25 in Nagpur, and 44 international partners for Hyderabad. We take a lot of pride in the international partnership or the IRC cell that we have. because compositely, as you can see, the numbers are more than 150. We have partners in every continent of the world, as Professor Harvinder said, and we work very actively with our partners for a lot of student exchange programs, a lot of faculty exchange programs, a lot of curriculum is devised by our partner institutes. As you know, the BFS program, 40% of it is taught by the Velric faculty, and the curriculum is jointly, there's a collaborative curriculum development which happens between the BFS faculty here and whereas Velric. So this gives a student a lot of opportunities to study abroad, to go abroad, finish a term, finish a semester, get an international, brand in their certificate, spend terms there, learn, and a lot of global exposure, which happens because of these international partnerships that we have. Okay, so now we come to the IMT Common Admissions process for 2023. A lot of this is on the website, so I would encourage all students to please go on the website and seek detailed information. The eligibility criteria is obviously it is 3 years bachelor's degree or equivalent and a minimum of 50% aggregate marks. Aggregate is total marks as a percentage, means all the subjects that you have studied. You cannot exclude any subject. You cannot say best 5. You cannot say best 4. You cannot say best 6. So it is all the subjects. You add them up and then you take out the percentage. So a 50% a minimum is what we require for a graduate. For an equivalent CGPA, you need to convert to the percentage scale. Obviously, as an entry criteria, we have CAT 2022, ZAT 2023, GMAT test scores validity from 2019 to February 28, 2023 for IMT Ghaziabad. And for Nagpur and Hyderabad, in addition to CAT, GMAT, and ZAT, we also take the CMAT 2023 exam. We consider that test as well. Now, these are the minimum criteria for entry. These are the entry barriers, as we call. In addition to this, there is a campus cutoff. Every campus has a specific test score cutoff that we look into, whether be it Ghaziabad, Nagpur, or Hyderabad, or Dubai. So there's a specific campus cutoff. And also a common admissions process, which includes every other process changes. Very soon, probably by the time the application closes, November 25th, first week of December, we will publish the process for 2023 on the website. So I encourage you to take a look at that. Obviously, the student forums, whoever is part of the group in Facebook or Telegram or WhatsApp will also get updates on the process. Usually the process comprises of a written test, psychometric or a critical thinking test, and a panel interview with faculty / or alumni. We test you on your oral and written communication skills, on your subject domain knowledge, subject being your undergrad domain knowledge skills, your analytical and your problem solving skills, because these are essential skills for a management education. What kind of academic diversity you have? Yes, a lot of the CAT takers are engineers. So we will look at also non-engineers from premier B schools, because we want classroom diversity that encourages discussions, encourages better solutions. We look at quality of work experience, not only duration is a criteria, but also we look at the profile of the person who is serving in the company, the designation of his, what is the brand of the company, what kind of rewards and what kind of promotions has that person got throughout his professional journey. So all these things are considered in quality of work experience. And also, obviously, there are very, very sacrosanct qualities that a B school looks at: leadership quality, ability to work in teams, ability to be a go-getter. So these are skills that are evaluated during the admissions and the interview process. I think I told you about this, so this is just probably a repetition of what I told you. You fill the application form, you submit your test scores. I think some of you had queries on submitting your test scores. So there will be an edit option which will very soon open in the application form. You will be informed about it via mail. Please keep on checking your mails. As soon as the edit option opens, you can edit and you can fill in your score details in terms of your CAT registration ID, your ZAT registration ID, Please remember that we take the scores directly from the CAT and the ZAT agency as well as the GMAT agency. So you need to put down your registration details. You can also put your scores, your unofficial scores, what we call, but we will verify those scores from the testing agency. So wait for the mail. Once the mail comes, you can edit you can go on the edit mode of your application form and submit those details to us. After that, once you get your test scores and submit the test scores and we validate those test scores from the agencies, we will call you in for admissions process. Well in advance, sometime in January, we will update you which campus you have been shortlisted for, definitely depending on your overall test score, and something which we call profile. As you know, from last year, we have introduced the profile-based admissions at all campuses, in which aside from the test scores, we also look at very, very exceptional profile of students, very good work experience background students, and also allow them entry into the campuses. I will let you know in the next slide about that. And then sometime in February, you will have your selection process, which means your interviews, your GDs, your written test, etc. And sometime in the March of 3rd week to 4th week, we will announce the results. And obviously the reporting happens in June of 2023. So as I told you, there are 3 criteria. The high test scores, you're well aware, we take a certain percentile of scores for each campus, and there's a cutoff for each campus, and we select students based on that. There's also something called the exceptional profile, where we take lower percentile students, slightly lower, not a lot lower, slightly lower percentile who are not very high percentilers, but we only take students who have an exceptional profile in terms of their undergrad education. If they come from a very reputed, top ranked undergrad college in India or abroad, if they have very good extracurricular in terms of sports, if they have played sports at a national, at a regional or international level, and also if they have some other exceptional talent which is recognized, which they have certified documents and public awards for. So please remember that it is not if you have won an art competition in the society or in your neighborhood or some other competition. We are looking at very legit skills of a candidate which he can prove through certifications, through public awards and rewards. So these are exceptional profile candidates. We also take in exceptional WorkX candidates with a minimum of 2 years WorkX and having worked with a company or an organization of repute. Now, what does it mean of repute? It means that these companies can be listed in Indian BSE, or maybe a top ranked multinational company, which is probably Fortune or some other top ranked company. It can be a top consulting company of the world, or any other company which is recognized and which is named. So we will take in students from those companies who have a minimum of 2 years work experience, full-time work experience, and we will allow them to come in for the admission process and look at a slightly lower test percentile. So these are the 3 ways of entry that you can come in for our admissions process. And then I would give a little bit of an idea for scholarships. IMT also encourages female students to apply and get admission. As you know, a healthy gender ratio encourages a lot of better learning in the classroom. So in keeping in mind that, we have very, very lucrative and very substantial scholarship for female students for Ghaziabad. All female students who get admitted to the program will get a scholarship of 25% on their academic fees, which is very substantial. Of Nagpur and Hyderabad, any female student who get admitted get a 20% on their academic fees. We also have a 100% tuition fee waiver, the TFW waiver, which is by AICTE for all candidates who belong to the EWS category and who can provide us with proper documentation. There is a section on the website. Whoever wants to be eligible for that can please check the details on the website. For Nagpur and Hyderabad, we also have merit-based scholarship based on the CAT-ZAT percentile and GMAT percentile. Anyone who has a 90+ score in CAT or ZAT or a 650+ in GMAT can get a 40% on their academic fees if they're admitted to Nagpur or Hyderabad. So that is what we call the merit-based scholarships. So we have a lot of scholarships for eligible candidates for both and merit and need. So I encourage you to go to the scholarship section and get more information. And obviously we have social media handles. Please follow our official handles because that is the correct and appropriate information. Any handle which is not ours, we do not endorse it for any information, and any student getting information on not verified or not official platforms, we have no say in it. So please follow our website and our official handles for right and authentic information. So I now hand it over to this admission students if they can help us with queries, specific queries, and please help us also direct to the person who would answer the query. Thank you.
Okay, so we have been open for. All right. Yeah, hours are in. Okay, thank you to all the panelists for sharing their valuable words. And we have opened the floor for question and answers, and we have even received certain queries. So let's take one. One student asks that, is there a chance to get into IMT Ghaziabad PGDM with 620 GMAT score? So I would like Ms. Ishita Kundu to address this.
So IMT Ghaziabad as of last year has taken a 650 score as a cutoff for its programs. But yes, there has been lower scorers in GMAT above 600 who have got through because of their profile or work experience. So I would say every year the cutoff shift depending on the profile and the overall data of applications that we get. So if you have a good profile, if you have a good background, and you please apply, and we will see at the shortlisting phase where you land up. And having said that, I'm sure you also know that GMAT can be taken multiple times in a year. So in case you feel that you can improve on your score and get a better score, which gives you a better chance of getting through IMT Ghaziabad, I would encourage you to retake the test, because we anyway take a test score valid till 28th of February 2023. So that gives you another 4 months if you wish to retake the test. So there is a chance, but it's 620. It's a good score. It's a decent score. I would encourage you to look at your profile, work on your profile, and submit your application.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, another question has come where a student asks that he is curious about whether an experienced student can choose a stream of PGDM of own choice in which he doesn't have prior experience, and also whether doing that will affect his CV negatively. So I will ask Dr. Harvinder Singh to address this query.
Well, as I understand, there is no linkage academically between your past work experience and your chosen specialization. In fact, many people go for an MBA because they want to change the profile. Many people who are into software development actually want to come into marketing or finance. Now, point number 2, affecting CV. Point is, one should be very careful about choosing a specialization, because at times your past work can add to your specialization in a unique way. For example, if you are into software development or coding and you want to go into marketing, say, of IT enabled services or technology selling, there your technical background actually makes you helps you in understanding the product much better. So if you have to sell software solutions or do consulting, it actually helps if you have a technical background. Fine, it helps. But there are examples where people have gone into a completely different background. It also depends upon your personality parameters, your initiative, your drive, and how convincing. Moreover, 2 years gives you a lot of opportunity for doing a lot of projects, STPs, and other activities. So yes, if you want to go for a radical shift, work really hard these 2 years And if you want to be in an aligned specialization, life becomes a bit easier for you.
Thank you, Dr. Singh, for your valuable words. Another question has come which mentions that he comes from a construction background with 2.5 years of work ex, and he's asking whether it is possible to get into management consulting or product management at IMT Ghaziabad PGDM. So I would like Ms. Ishita Kundu to address this.
I mean, I think probably Professor Harvinder will answer this question better. Because it's more about, what kind of specialization and what kind of program he wishes to get into. Professor Harvinder, would you like to answer the question?
If we talk about IMT Ghaziabad, construction means what's the actual profile? If the person is into civil engineering, then there is a specialization in operations management, where people do go into things like project management. So that's a possibility. But then getting into IMT Ghaziabad depends a lot on a number of parameters. Fine. So we have a very complete holistic set of variables and parameters, starting with your test score, your profile, and your performance in other components of selection process. But yes, 2.5 years construction experience, operations could be an automatic option. Some roles in marketing and general management could also be, but operations seems like a natural fit. Well, Soptic, that's
okay.
all from my side.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Soptic, we probably have time to take in another 1 or 2 questions because you're already over time. Yeah.
Okay. So the next question I'll try to take up is, someone is asking, what are the CAT cutoffs for all the 3 campuses? So
I'll take that up. Yeah, I'll take that up. Every year the CAT score and the CAT percentile and the CAT cutoff we re-evaluate it based on the number of students taking the CAT, the high percentilers, our application database, etc. But if you look at from last year, Ghaziabad cutoff for its PGDM marketing, finance, BFS and PGDM core program was 93 for high test scorers. For the profile-based candidates, it ranged between 85 to 88. For the DCP program, the cutoff was 90, and there were obviously 5-7 percentile waiver given to the high exceptional profile and exceptional work ex candidates. For Nagpur, it was 75 for the test percentilers and 70 for exceptional profile, exceptional work ex. For Hyderabad, it was 70 and also about 65 to 66 if you look at exceptional profile and exceptional work ex candidates. This year, is it going to be the same? I don't know. It might change. I think the crux of the matter is to work on both getting a good cutoff in CAT-ZAT or GMAT, whatever absolute score. Ghaziabad is 650, Nagpur, Hyderabad was about 500, 520 last year. Looking at a good test score as well as working on their profile. So if you don't get to a very high percentile with say a Ghaziabad, if you want to enter into the marketing program, then you also have a good profile in which you can have a slightly lower cutoff and get because of your exceptional work ex or exceptional profile, similar to Nagpur and Hyderabad. So this year, as of now, we have not freezed it, but that's an indication. Last year numbers are an indication of where we. Yes, Shop, any other questions?
We can take one last question probably. One last question we can take and then we will be done for the session. So one guy asks, is exceptional profile applicable for Nagpur and Hyderabad campus? So I may request Sayan sir to address this query.
Sure. I think already Ms. Kundu has talked about it. that exceptional profiles, whether that is academic or work-ex, that is applicable to all the campuses and all the programs, right? But as already mentioned, the relaxation is not a very drastic one. So if our cutoff is 75 and you have got 65, even though you may have a very good profile, chances are that we would not shortlist you. But with exceptional profile, even if you are 74, 72 and all, we can definitely encourage you to apply, and it is very likely you will be shortlisted for our admission, and the program would be offered to you. Right? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Shoptik, I am just watching the session live, and there is one recurrent question which has come up on GMAT scores, so I will just take that up. Whoever wants to submit their GMAT scores, you need to take the test by February 28th, 2023. That's the last day of test taking to be considered. And by March 15th, you can submit to us your official score. So you can take the test and ask GMAT to share with us the score maximum by March 15th. So that is the cutoff deadline. There is also another question on where do I submit my exceptional profile and work-ex. The details of it will be shared with you in January, where we will share a form or a part of the common form, which will get open to you because now it is hidden, where you can add on all your profile details and your exceptional work-ex details. So we will share a communication with you over email and over WhatsApp, where we will let you know that the exceptional section is now active. You can go and fill up the information, submit the necessary documents if required, and submit that form. So we will give you time. We will give you at least a couple of weeks to fill up that information. You will get enough time, and we will also intimate you as soon as that section will get opened in the common application form. So don't worry, you will receive communication from us on that. Yes, so these are, I think, some questions which I saw on chat, so I thought I will answer. Over to you. I think we are well above time, so probably we can close.
Yeah, we will wrap up. Yes, thank you, ma'am, for that. Due to time constraints, we have to wrap up. So other persons who have queries can just mail that to admissions@imt.edu, and your queries will be definitely be answered. So here we are ending the session and the webinar here. Thanks to all the panelists for their wonderful words. And thank you everyone for joining the session, participating and enriching the discussion. We hope that we will see all of you soon on IMT campus. So good night, good afternoon. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shoptik, and bye everyone.
Thank you everyone. All the best.